Brought to you by AMS, the Against Military Spending Group. The pro-military spending group's arguments for a large increase in military spending are in reality weak. Many people say that America needs a larger military budget because the world has gotten more dangerous with nuclear threats and advances in technology. In actuality, threats are always increasing and the world is always getting more complex.
Increased military spending, we are cutting many other programs' budgets. For example, we are cutting the budget on healthcare, U.S. State Department by 29% and its support for the poor. Also, it reduces foreign aid, which hurts countries that help the U.S. In return, they won't provide for the U.S. in times of need.
Furthermore, debt could be a more significant threat to our national security than anything else. The United States should be making thoughtful cuts on our Defense Department to help deal with these deficits. Professionals have estimated that by making human resources, accounting, logistics, and management departments more efficient, the Pentagon would be able to save at least $25 billion a year.
Pro-military spending group argues that America needs a big military budget because of the intense cuts during Obama's terms in office. This is in fact a myth. Before Obama's term in 2010, our budget for the U.S. military was $714 billion, and in 2015 it dropped to $586 billion. The reason such a significant drop occurred during Obama's presidency is because the United States began pulling troops out from Afghanistan and Iraq.
When the United States military influence in these two countries started to fall, so did our spending in the Overseas Contingency Operations Fund, or the OCO. The OCO pays for temporary expenses like war. The OCO dropped from $163 billion in 2010 to $63 billion in 2015, when our number of troops in Afghanistan and Iraq lessened from 200,000 to 10,000. If you take into account the money from the wars that we are fighting into the base budget, the 2010 budget would not be so different from the 2015 budget. It's the fact that the U.S. national security needs to be a top priority in our country. However, there are alternatives to the giant leap we are taking in Trump's military budget, which is sure to push us further into our piling up debt.